Okay, in this video we are going to talk about the analysis tool and how we use it to figure out where in our job we want to actually do correction to work on accuracy. So I've got a job selected here. I'm going to click on View and Analysis. It's going to say, would you like to see accuracy information for this job? Accuracy information is only relevant for jobs that have been voice corrected. So we have not done correction mechanism yes at all. So we're not going to want to see accuracy information. So we're going to say no. And it brings up this box here. As you can see, this is printable. This specific job was a 34-minute job. And what you can notice here is that the first thing you see is how many minutes are we talking about? That's 34. And then you'll see words in minute 1, 106. That's how fast you were going, because that's how many words per minute you spoke in that minute. As you can see, there were some minutes that were very low in numbers, as in the 34th minute, there were only 3 words. So that was obviously at the end of my job. If I scan through this list, I can see that most likely the fastest that I was going would have been in minute 14 when I reached 153 words per minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into the job and load the speech engine, and I'm going to go to minute 14. So I'm going to close this out. Remember that you can print it, and you may want to print it so that you know exactly where in the dictation you were going the fastest, so that you can go and correct at that time. So I'm going to click on Scope, make sure that the check is in the box so that I can load the engine. Click on OK. Load my engine and my user. Now, for the purpose of doing correction, I really don't need my speakers, so I'm going to go ahead and just hide them for now. While it's loading the voice data, I'm going to go ahead and find 14 minutes. So here's where the 14th minute begins, right here. So that starts right here. So I'm just going to start on this cue, and I'm going to hit correction mode.
Michael Seafood, you obtained the Class A CDL license. Is that correct? Echo, yes, sir. Hugo. Did you do that specifically so you could go to work for Michael Seafood? Echo, yes, sir. Hugo. Now, where did you work?
Page down.
If anywhere prior to Michael Seafood, Echo, U-Haul, Hugo. And what did you do for U-Haul?
Page down.
Echo, a transfer trucks. Hugo, how long did you work for U-Haul? Echo, exactly 2 years. Hugo. And when you say transfer trucks, what does that mean? Echo. Take trucks that just come out the shop and take them to different U-Hauls, like Baton Rouge, around here, Alabama. Drop them off and pick up trucks that need to be worked on. oil changes and things like that. Bring other trucks back to be worked on. Hugo, during the 2 years that you worked for U-Haul, were you ever involved in any auto accidents?
Control D will delete the word. Control I will make, well, initial cap. Alt P to play
Hugo,
again.
during the 2 years that you worked for U-Haul, were you ever involved in any auto accidents?
Page down.
Echo, no sir. Hugo, in the roughly 12 years on and off that you worked for Michael Seafood, aside from the accident that we're here to discuss today, were you ever involved in any auto accidents? Echo 1. Hugo, describe that for me. Echo. I was coming back from Leadell. Coming down 90. And this lady stopped.
Okay, so I've corrected the entire minute, the entire 14th minute. So if I want to just save my corrections, I can click on the B with the X, say yes. Now I'm taking for granted here that I didn't make any mistakes. Normally, you would want to go to Utterance Summary, listen to everything again, and make sure you didn't make mistakes. But I only made a few corrections here. So I'm going to click on yes to having my speech files changed. And you can see that everything that I did correct is now blue. So again, a wonderful way to determine where you should go and do your corrections by simply going to View and Analysis, saying no, and printing out this analysis of how fast you are going each minute that you were doing dictation, and going back and correcting at those fastest minutes is what's going to get you accurate at the higher speeds. I hope this has been helpful.